Welcome back to GIS Gallery and part 3 of our Python Basics for GIS programming series. In this video, we're diving into Python data types and variables. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell because we're building a complete Python plus GIS learning path, including hands-on geospatial scripting and automation.
So by default, when you divide a number, the output will be decimals. Okay. So these are integers. Okay. So you can just see that, like, if I am giving type, okay, of x. So this is a syntax, or this is a snippet that we can use to determine the type of a variable. Okay. So if I just give type of x, I can just give class float. So this is float is floating numbers, decimal. Okay. But if I am giving type of num1, okay, so num1 I had created long before. So if I just giving type of num1, you can see class int. Int means it's a data type of integer. Integers are whole numbers, float are decimal numbers. Whole numbers 1 2 3. So that you'll be seeing next. Okay, so okay, so the basic types of numeric type is we have integers and float. Okay, so integers are whole numbers, float are decimal numbers. Integers are whole numbers, decimal numbers. Okay, and we have another of text, that is string. Okay, so numeric types of integers and float, and we have text type, that is string, denoted by str. Okay, so this is text data. Okay, and text data is denoted by using codes. Okay, so we have like three methods. We can either use single quote, you can use double quotes, or you can use triple quotes. Okay, so all these three are the same. It's no difference. Like that is how you do it. But just make sure if you are starting with single quote, okay, if I'm just giving name equal to, okay, so if I am not giving a quote here, okay, so if I am just giving name equal to Varun, it is like name Varun is not defined. So which means like it will check if this is an variable. So this name is a variable, right? So variables are the text that are not given inside quote. It is taken as a variable. Okay. So it will only, the Python will only denote it. So a variable, if you are giving a text data without giving code, then Python will consider it as a variable. Okay. But since I have not created a variable before, it says that it is not defined. Okay. So if I had, like, if I wanted to store the value of Varun inside the name, I should have given it like name equal to quote Varun. Okay. So name one quote Varun. Okay. Now if I'm checking at the type of name one, the output is str. Str means string. It's a text. I can also do the same thing as like triple quotes. Okay, so if I could just give something like name one two. Okay. So this is also what a string. You can see, check that is a string. But the thing is, like, if you are starting a variable with a starting a text variable, text with a double quote, you should also stop it, finish it with the double quote. If you are giving single quote here, it will give you an error. Okay, end of line while scanning simulator. EOL means end of line. So if you're starting by single, you should finish it by single. If you're starting it by double, you should finish it by double. And you can also use the triple quoted strings also. Okay, so these are the three different ways you can create a string variable or store a data of string inside a variable. Okay, so this is why I told you like it's an dynamically typed. So when I am creating the variables here, I am not specifying that this is going to be text here, right? I'm just directly giving the value. So what it does is it is dynamically typed. So Python assumes the data type based on the value that I'm giving here. That is different from C and Python and other languages. Okay, so Python is dynamically typed. And you also have other data type that is called boolean. Okay, so booleans are true or false values. So whatever the true or false the values that we got before, right? So that is boolean. So you can like check that. So okay, so before I have just give, okay, so I can just give bool1 equal to, so bool1 is a variable, right? And we had done a condition check before. So num1 less than num2. So the value of bool1 is going to be the output of num1 less than num2. So bool1 is true. Now if I check the type of bool1, we can see that it's of class bool. So there's another data type that is called bool, that is only used to store true or false values. Okay, so this true or false will be of data type bool. Okay, and we also have the method to type conversion. Okay, so casting is the method in which we convert a data type from one to the other. Okay, so that is called type conversion. So you can also convert a data type from data type of one data type to the other using this casting. Okay, so for example, I have num1 is 5, right? I can convert this into a variable of, so this is of data type, num1 is of data type in, okay, it's integer. So if I want to convert this into a decimal float, I can use the float up. So I can just give num12 equal to float of num1. So num12 will be, okay. So with this float of, we can convert a data type to float. Okay, and similarly you can also convert this back into integer by using the int of method. Okay, so int of method I will give num1 to be converted back to integer. So to convert a specific data type to integer, we'll be using int of method, and to convert that specific data type into float, we'll be using the float of method. Okay, we can also have string also. So str. So the same file I can convert it to a string by just giving, I can just give str equal to str of num2. Okay, now the value of str will be 5, but that is in string. Okay, you can check the type of string plus string. Okay, yeah, so yeah, so we can type convert using like in float and str method. So yeah, so what are variables? Like I told you, variables are the containers that we use to store the data values, right? And so there's a specific rule for creating variables. Like variables must start with a letter or underscore. Okay, so the variable names all must always start with a letter or underscore, but then it can be followed by letters, digits, or underscores. So which means I cannot give something like name equal to like money. I cannot give. It's a syntax error. But I could give like name Nayan. Okay. So just that the variable names should always start with a letter on an underscore. Okay. It should always start with letter or underscore. Okay. Yeah. So the basic data types we have seen integer, we have seen float, we have seen string, and we have also seen boolean. Okay. Okay. So type conversion. So you can use the float of method to convert a variable from another integer to float. To convert into integer, we can use the int of method. Okay. To convert into string, we can use the str of method. You can also convert something into boolean by using the bool of. Okay. So make sure this you can only convert text to bool. Okay. So we have a text true, you can convert it into bool. If you have a text false, you can convert it into bool. Similarly, if you have a boolean value true or false, you can convert it into string by using str. Okay. So string to float, you can just give float to string, you can give str out.